Best in class 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. Top speed 118 miles per hour. This is the all-new 702 horsepower Ram TRX.
This is the 2022 Ram 1500 Built to Serve Firefighter Edition. Now, whether a first responder or a civilian, Ram truck owners have become familiar with our Built to Serve adage, as it's something we strive to build into every truck and van we produce. Now, this first installment is a nod to the firefighter community, and I'm pleased to say that we will follow with versions that pay tribute to police officers and emergency medical service providers. I'm also pleased to say that this Tuesday, the Chicago Auto Show will be hosting a First Responders and Military Appreciation Day, where all first responder and military personnel are granted entry to the show free of charge. And this is something we at Ram truly appreciate. Production of this latest edition begins later this month at the Sterling Heights Assembly Plant in Michigan. Now, each of the three main first responder services will be honored by Ram with two specially selected, unique, low-volume exterior paint colors that evoke the spirit, mission, and history of that service. Now, this firefighter-inspired Ram 1500 Built to Serve edition is offered in redline and diamond black exterior colors with a black interior with orange accent stitching. Ram 1500 Built to Serve trucks feature other unique interior and exterior features that set them apart, including a United States flag and a Built to Serve decal on each of the rear quarter panels. Built to Serve trucks get additional stylish exterior cues, including a unique treatment consisting of an all-black grille and surround, black bumpers, black bezel premium lighting, and 20-inch aluminum wheels with a unique to the edition technical gray finish. Body color wheel flares also accent the exterior. Complementing the look are black badges, black wheel-to-wheel side steps, and dual 4-inch black exhaust tips. Now, inside, the Built to Serve Ram trucks represent each of the three main emergency services, accented with unique corresponding color stitching. Now, this first installment of the second phase of Built to Serve trucks offers an orange accent stitching. Now, these new Ram models are also ready to display their owner's first responder pride with Built to Serve embroidered Velcro panels on each front seat and additional Velcro panels on each front seat inboard shoulder panel. Customers can apply their own patches, flags, name tapes, or slogans to personalize their Built to Serve truck. Now, Ram 1500 Built to Serve editions also feature Built to Serve instrument panel badge, lockable console storage, deeply bolstered performance cloth, and vinyl sports seats, black onyx chrome interior trim, and all-weather rubber slush mats. And of course, Ram 1500 Built to Serve models are loaded with 4x4 off-road group content, including all-terrain tires, skid plates for underbody protection, electronic locking rear axle, hill descent control, tow hooks, and heavy-duty shock absorbers. Now, Ram Built to Serve edition packages are available on Bighorn models and in all body styles and all powertrains, and have a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $46,625. The new 2022 Ram 1500 Built to Serve models go on sale this spring.
TRX is that one time in your career, maybe twice in your career, where you actually see something that came out as a concept, and then the production vehicle is just as cool as the concept. Like, you didn't lose any of the essence of what the concept was. At the time the Rebel was done, a lot of questions were asked about what is the furthest we can really take this truck. It didn't come until about summer of 2016. We were given the assignment to build a show truck for the State Fair of Texas. State Fair of Texas is in October. This assignment came down in July of 2016. We just were on a mad scramble to get the thing done. So we just went and filled our heads with all of the coolest imagery we could. We had always been thinking about what this truck could be, but we were sort of given the green light to really go and go fast. These trucks are inspired by trophy trucks. It's all about the tire size, suspension travel, big horsepower. We knew we needed to have all those things. We were able to really wrap that body around and create all of the drama that you see here. It's the most dramatic pickup truck I've seen. I'm very proud of that. The truck is quite a bit wider. There's some aerodynamic impacts that creates, and especially here at the corners, you tend to get these high pressure areas. So one of the areas where design and engineering worked pretty closely together was to figure out how to alleviate some of that. And it worked out really well because it looks cool, but it's also functional. So you get an air pressure relief through this curtain here that comes out of this vent on the back of the fender. You'll notice we've also scaled up the size of the RAM badge. It's a flow-through style design. So the truck requires a ton of air coming up through both underneath this header and then in through the hood scoop. In order to get that flow, we had to open these letters up, which actually aesthetically helps differentiate it from the other trucks as well. It's just a little bit wider, a little bit more proud. It's evolving the look of the Ram brand, even just in that one little detail. Underneath this lower portion of the bumper, there's actually a full skid plate that continues through, so that's another differentiator from a Rebel. It's a functional skid plate because of the capabilities that this truck is designed to achieve. For me personally, and I think for the Ram team, it's this pinnacle statement for not only for where Ram has been, but where it wants to go. This is the new face of Ram, and I think it's pretty powerful.
Our goal with the Ram 1500 TRX was really combine the best of our engineering, the best of our design abilities, and create really a pickup truck that wears our Ram badge proud. We really upped the game. The biggest goals, I think, for myself and the team was really develop an interior that is respectful of the exterior. We wanted to make sure that everything we were putting on the interior wasn't just for frills. It was all there for reason, for purpose. We have our thick steering wheel, flat bottom with these awesome paddle shifters, as well as a brand new console shifter. For us, it was a statement. It was something we had to have, and for us, it was also listening to the customers about bringing a shifter to this truck. We have all the areas of the interior adorned with carbon fiber. You couple that with seats that have suede on the bolsters, as well as a little bit of color accent behind our suede, the steering wheel with our suede wrap, our spec badge that we have on our center console, as well as even our door speakers. All of that's meant to really be there functionally, but as well give you a nice aesthetic appeal to the truck.
The goals for the Ram 1500 TRX suspension were no holds barred, absolutely flat out desert performance to be the best production truck on the market. We learned early on in that really travel was king. 13 inches of front suspension travel, 14 inches of rear. One of the very unique packaging challenges was coming up with a spring that fit against our pickup box, which has to maintain the standard Ram 1500 cargo volume, but also uptight against these massive Goodyear tires. Put us into a really tight box for that spring. A lot of engineering man hours went into packaging and making a spring like that. We found 2 suppliers in the world capable of making it. One of them we got into business with in order to make a 23.6 inch tall spring at free length. Absolutely massive. The suspension is an independent front suspension and a 5-link coil suspension in the rear. It's controlled by Bilstein Adaptive Damping. We've got many modes to control it, but again, the goal here is maximum off-road performance, but also giving the customer options on-road, both an all-around comfort mode setting in the auto mode, and also an aggressive sport setting that definitely ties the vehicle down. And then again, in the Baja mode, we've got a suspension that really allows the vehicle to relax, uses all of that suspension travel, allows different vehicle attitudes, but also allows you to put down the power and keeps your kidneys nice and happy while you're blasting across the desert. The thing about the system is there are no trade-offs. We can adjust constantly to anything that we are seeing, whether it be the accelerometer inputs or the wheel position, in order to either tie the vehicle down if you've chosen sport mode or free it up if you've chosen Baja mode. There is nothing more telling than being able to idle up the steepest, sandiest, lowest traction grade that you can find, truly pull up to the very bottom of it and just hammer down and cruise up it as if there were no incline at all.
The Ram 1500 TRX is the fastest production off-road truck in the world. The powertrain goal was to put everything we had into it. We took everything we loved about the bulletproof powertrain in the SRT vehicles and have adapted it to this four-wheel drive off-road capable vehicle. With the 6.2 liter supercharged Hemi engine, with a free-flowing exhaust and a very large airflow induction system, we're able to achieve 702 horsepower and 32 inches of water fording depth. We really took the formula that worked for DT and applied it to this vehicle, tuning the engine mounts, the body mounts, and the suspension to take up those bumps and give the customer a very smooth ride. What I'm most proud of is the way it sounds. We set out to create an exhaust system that gave you instant feedback from the accelerator pedal to the driver's ear. We took it a little bit too far initially. It sounded like it was going to rip your face off. We backed it down and realized that we both achieved a very throaty exhaust as well as a comfortable ride down the highway. The responsiveness, coupled with the transmission shift schedule, gives you an amazing feel. It's just an absolute thrill ride.